Bin37 International Cheese Tour, a wine and cheese pairing experience.
In this video, I want to teach you a little bit about wonderful Spanish cheeses, and I want to suggest some wines that pair perfectly with these cheeses. Let's start with the mildest cheese on the board, and that's this cheese right here. This is called Drunken Goat. You see this beautiful stark white goat milk cheese, and then you turn it over to the rind, and look at there, nice and purple. This cheese has actually been soaked in red wine, so it picks up a good wine flavor. And the good thing is, as far as the goat milk, the flavor, it's not too bold. So this is a very easy cheese to eat, and also a good introductory goat milk cheese if you're not familiar with them. Next up, of course, right here in the center, which is the center of the cheese in all of Spain, this is Manchego. Manchego hails from Spain, from La Mancha, and this is a very famous cheese. It's rich, nutty, and of course sheep milk. Little fact about that, sheep milk has the higher fat content out of goat, sheep, or cow. So this cheese is really rich and nutty. I love it. The next cheese I want to show you is this cheese right here. Now this is the Iberico cheese. So this actually is made with 3 different types of milk: cow, goat, and sheep. It looks a little bit like Manchego, but it has a lot more depth and flavor because of the mixture of all those milks. And I tell you what, I love cheese that covers a whole barnyard, that has a little bit of everything in there. And like Manchego, it's gonna be nice and rich and nutty as well. Now, some beautiful accoutrements that we have plated with these cheeses are gonna be, of course, look at here. These are Marcona almonds. It's hard not to eat while I'm talking on camera because these almonds are absolutely delightful. They're lightly fried in sunflower oil and then dusted with sea salt. And the saltiness of those nuts really go well with all of these cheeses. Marcona almonds, you know, even if you don't like cheese, there's something you gotta have. In the middle here, of course, you'll see this lovely piece of charcuterie. This is chorizo. So chorizo is very traditional in Spain, and you see that beautiful red color? That's gonna come from paprika. All of these items pair absolutely perfectly together. If you need a little bit of crunch to go with everything on this board, I suggest trying this olive oil torta. This is from Bella Maria. This is a beautiful, it's sweet. So it's got a nice crunch to it, lightly fried in olive oil, and you see that very traditionally on Spanish cheese boards, and it gives a little sweetness to take away from all that saltiness on the board. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the wines now. The first wine I want to tell you about is Portada. Now this hails from southern Portugal, and this happens to be a blend of 7 grapes. It's delightfully fruity, and it actually has a well-balanced acidity. With this wine, you know, you can pick up flavors, I bet something like cherry, raspberry, plum, and oak, and even vanilla and chocolate. It's pretty complex. Oh, that smells utterly delightful. What I'm gonna suggest to try with this wine is gonna be the Drunken Goat. I suggest this because this happens to be the milder of the 2 wines on the table, and it's gonna just really bring out the flavor of that goat milk cheese while it's enveloped completely on your palate in wine. Beautiful, beautiful pairing. Next is going to be a Tempranillo. So this is a black grape varietal that's widely grown to make full-bodied red wines that pair with Spanish cheeses. So of course this is going to work amazing. Now the name is a derivative that comes from temprano, which means early. And this is in reference to the fact that the grapes actually ripen a few weeks earlier than most other Spanish grapes. Now the flavors you're going to get out of here are going to be a little bit richer. As you can see, that beautiful pour. Oh, berries and plums. And it's actually kind of heavy with tobacco and leather, with a little bit of vanilla hiding underneath all of that. And this, I suggest to pair it up with your Manchego and with your Iberico. It's gonna pair absolutely amazing. I hope this video taught you a little bit about Spanish cheeses and which wines to pair with them. And I do suggest always try the different wines with the different cheeses, put the accoutrement together. There is no wrong answer if it's something that you like. If you like that pairing, then I'm going to tell you it's a perfect pairing.